It was perhaps one of the largest gatherings of Bahamians in recent times. The official opening of the new Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium delivered a spectacular show, with many in the vast audience experiencing for the first time what it feels like to be in a stadium. A poignant moment during the opening ceremony was a reenactment of the 4x100-meter relay team of Savva Theta Fines, Chandra Stirrup, Pauline Davis Thompson, Debbie Ferguson, and L.D. Clark's gold medal win at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia. On Saturday night, up-and-coming female sprinters Devon Charlton and Deria Ferguson, Janae Ambrose, and Carmisha Cox stood in as they reenacted the historic win for Bahamians in the new Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Here's a look at that race. Brings back memories. Well, for more on Saturday's historic opening, we have two angles. First, we go to this report from Shenique Miller.
It was the greatest display of One Bahamas experienced in the country for quite some time, and the greatest boost for Bahamian athletes preparing for the Summer Olympics in London, who can now sprint of the energy given them by the more than 15,000 people that packed the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium opening on Saturday night. The new $30 million national stadium, symbolic that the Bahamas is truly the greatest little sports power in the world.
Key to the sustained growth of this sector is state-of-the-art facilities. The government is spending over $50 million in and around this site, starting with the commissioning of a comprehensive master plan of the 400-plus acres around the stadium. The IBS Group, a Bahamian civil engineering group, whose principals Nick Dean and Kevin Sweeting completed the design of a multi-use sports and recreational compound in record time.
And the complex is taking shape quickly. Sports Minister Charles Maynard says very soon other areas will begin developing.
By the end of next month, work will begin on the new state-of-the-art, internationally certified hot rod complex. I am proud also to report that final drawings are being completed for the new multi-field Andre Rogers baseball complex. And in the not-too-distant future, we expect to see that facility as well as the new multi-field Churchill Tenor Knowles softball complex rebuilt better than ever.
But who will be responsible for getting the word out? Well, Maynard got a jump start on that effort some 3 years prior to the stadium's opening. It's a collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, and the work's paid off.
The government established a special unit within the Ministry of Tourism, headed by Mr. Tyrone Sawyer, that has had an annual budget of $2 million to promote and facilitate the visit of groups, teams, and leagues for training and competition. Over the last 3 years, this unit has executed a variety of events ranging from sunfish sailing in Grand Bahama, junior tennis in San Salvador, Little League baseball in Abaco, to gymnastics at Atlantis.
Key is the National Sports Authority, already in place as of February 1st.
They are mandated to oversee the final outfitting of the stadium, the completion of Phase 1 of the Sports Center redevelopment, the scheduling of future phases, the upgrades of existing facilities, and the eventual oversight of facilities in Grand Bahama, Abaco, Eleuthera, and other family islands.
Maynard says his administration has made sports development a priority, and this vision will continue to expand so that Bahamian athletes can have first-class amenities and training facilities right here at home. Shenique Miller, ZNS News.
Prime Minister Ingram said during the festivities that Bahamian athletes have been making an impact on the world stage since 1956, with Thomas Robinson and Sir Druid Knowles and their trailblazing efforts starting the movement to have first-class sporting amenities available in the Bahamas.
This new stadium and the facilities to come represents a new day for sports and athletics in the Bahamas. Generations of young Bahamians and aspiring athletes can dream even bigger dreams because of today. In addition to world-class facilities, my government will continue to enhance athletic scholarships and other sports programs.
The National Stadium seats 15,000. Not only was it at full capacity, but there were thousands more on the outside. Prime Minister Ingram talked about the unity of spirit and the shared love of country, which was evident throughout the evening.
The Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, the centerpiece of what will be among the foremost athletic complexes in this region, gives full expression to the boldness of our vision, the breadth of our Bahamian imagination, and the strength of our national character. I wish therefore to acknowledge and thank the Leader of the Opposition and his colleagues in office for their contributions toward the development of our national stadium.
Well, all over the country, Bahamians continue to beam with pride as the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium is officially open. The cultural show is being called the first of its kind in Bahamian history, which will not soon be forgotten. Meantime, Bahamians are excited about what the future holds for events at the stadium. Our Syann Thompson has more.
It was a night that will forever be etched in Bahamian history. The official opening of the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium is already being dubbed as the biggest and most memorable cultural event in Bahamian history. A proud resident, Nicole Archer, was happy to be among the more than 15,000 spectators who witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime event.
It was just fabulous being here tonight. You know, I came hoping that it wasn't going to be a political event, and it wasn't. It was just a celebration of being a Bahamian, and I mean, what pride I think we all felt tonight sitting here on these beautiful, beautiful chairs. Such a change from the wooden and metal bleachers over at the other stadium. So I just want to say thank you to the Chinese government for this wonderful gift, and to all the Bahamian governments that started it and saw it to fruition. Well done.
Michael Kirby and Nora Albury expressed similar sentiments.
Oh, it was a spectacular event. I don't think we would get the same reception if we would have stayed home and watched this on TV. This is something you had to have been here to see. History definitely in the making.
I enjoyed the culture show very much. It was breathtaking. I mean, it was an experience. I know people would have watched it on TV, but it's nothing like being here live.
Deputy Prime Minister Brent Symonette was among those enjoying the evening.
I think it was excellent. I think the Ministry of Youth did a fantastic job. We watched some of particularly the wave of where persons, the whole wave through, and then the flag, and not only the performers, Johnny Kemp, the whole thing was very interesting. The Junkanoo rush out. I think it was a fantastic opening.
Well organized, culturally rich, and breathtaking are just some of the words other Bahamians used to describe the cultural evening.
They did an awesome job. It was well planned, came together, I everything that you needed, entertainment. I loved it.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm so glad I was a part of it. It may be the end of the opening night. However, there are great things to come here for the National Stadium of the country. Reporting from the National Stadium, I'm Syann Thompson.
Well, family members of sports legend Thomas Robinson were also in attendance, excited about the honor being given to their relative. They say it was emotional and joyful as they recalled how their family grew up in a small wooden house in Hawkins Hill. Archer says one of his relatives this alone shows that young Bahamian people can aspire to do great things regardless of their background.
It was an excellent choice. He loves his country, and he'd do anything for young people. And I think, he's deserving of that honor. He's been around a long time. It's the first one that started bringing the Bahamas to the forefront. So I think it's deserving of him.
It was great. Like I told Kevin, Tommy's nephew, whoever did the planning did an awesome job. It was well choreographed and everything. It was wonderful.
It was a thrill, something that I just couldn't miss. We couldn't miss. We supported him wholeheartedly, and no doubt, he is one of our favorites. So we had to be here to support him, and it was an honor.